jukebox, play me a country song.
The Country Music Show with Paddy Johnson.
Hello and welcome to the Country Music Show with me, Paddy Johnson, here with you tonight from 6 till 7 p.m. on 96.5 Bolton FM. I must say that today I'm very excited because we've got my good friend, a special guest in the studio with me today, Geoff Wilde. Geoff's a big fan of country music. We'll be finding out more about him, about his songwriting and country influences. Enough of me rambling on. Before that, we'll be having some songs. First up, it's a cracking track by Willie Nelson. As I mentioned at the start of the show, we have a very special guest in the studio with us today. I must say I'm very excited. It's my good friend Geoff Wilde. And well, first of all, welcome to the show, Geoff. Thanks very much for being the special guest today.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Hey, no worries, and it's brilliant to see you again. I've not had the chance. Thanks, buddy. I've not had the chance to see you in quite a while. Always good to meet up with old friends.
Yep.
Okay, I've just got a few questions, if that's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. So, Geoff, first of all, what type of music do you play?
Well, I play country and folk music, to put it plainly.
That's great. And what type of stuff? Like harking back to the traditional type stuff, or more modern type? What type of?
I'd say more traditional, but influenced by some modern artists as well, who maybe are influenced by traditional. So it comes full circle, I guess.
Hey, sounds great. Hey, we'll have lots of opportunity to talk out influences, particularly country influences, a bit later. But I just wanted to ask, how long have you been playing music and performing live?
Well, I first learnt guitar in about 2010 for high school, I think.
Yeah.
And then started singing not long after that.
Ah, right.
And yeah, just since then, you know.
And how old are you now, Geoff, if you don't mind me asking?
22.
All right. Hey, very good. Hey, quite a while then.
Yeah.
Hey, that's brilliant. And where are you based then, Geoff?
I'm based in Blackburn.
Ah, right. Hey, not too far away.
No, not too far. No.
And there seems to be lots of great music stuff going on in Blackburn as well. Lots of great open mics and
there is, yeah.
Yeah, and brilliant scene over there. Okay, we'll have lots of chances to have a good chat with Geoff a bit later in the show. But for now, a bit more music. The next song coming up, a classic track by Bob Dylan. We've got Knocking on Heaven's Door. Hi, cheers, Geoff. Okay, we're joined by the special guest of the week, my friend Geoff Wilde.
Hello.
Geoff, I was just wondering, please could I ask a few more questions?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay, I was just wondering if we could talk specifically about country. I was just wondering, because you mentioned earlier about some country influences. I was just wondering, who are your biggest influences in country, would you say?
My biggest country music influence would probably be George Jones.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
More modern day artists like Daniel Romano. Just all sorts of people, really.
Hey, that's terrific. Both George Jones and Daniel Romano.
They're my two favourite.
Hey, yeah, Jones has got such a brilliant, nuanced voice, I think. Terrific. No Show Jones.
Yep,
Hey, it's fantastic. And Daniel Romano really puts his own stamp on things, I reckon. How did you because Daniel Romano is a bit less well known, I think, than perhaps George Jones. How did you come across him?
I can't remember.
Hey, me too. I reckon it was quite a while ago when I started listening to him.
I think I might have just found some of his stuff on YouTube randomly.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been a massive fan ever since. Followed his music. Seen him live once.
Oh, have you seen him live?
Yeah, it was great.
Hey, that's terrific. Where did you see him? Was it in Manchester?
In Manchester, yeah.
And what was he like?
It was very energetic. His it's not as country as it used to be, but it's a bit more country rock, a bit of psychedelic folk, I guess, at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best gigs I've been to.
Hey, that's brilliant because I heard that he kind of adopted a different style for his recent albums, but some of his older albums, I think there's one called "Come Cry with Me." I think that was a great album. Oh yeah, that's really like traditional. That's right, with the pedal steel and. Terrific. Hey, I'm glad that you like Daniel Romano. I think I remember you telling me a story that you actually met him as well. Did you meet him?
I met him backstage, and he drew a picture of me on the wall.
Hey, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so I was like fangirling out.
Oh yeah, hey, that's terrific. Hey, glad that we're on the same page with country musicians. And I just wanted to kind of ask, do you perform live then, Geoff? Do you perform like in pubs and places, or do you tend to just record, or?
Well, I do. Oh, every Wednesday in Blackburn, I do an open mic night at the Royal Oak pub. That's a good night. A few people come down every now and then, and yeah, it's good fun.
That's right. That's where we met, Geoff.
Yes.
That's right. It's always a brilliant time. Unfortunately, I've not been able to make it for a while, but I remember it always being a great night, and you run the open mic as well. Yeah, that's a great time, and we'll have more chance to give that a bit of a mention a bit later in the show. I was just wondering, would you mind, Geoff? I know that you got your guitar with you there, and I was just wondering, would you mind perhaps doing a song for us live on air? Sure. Thanks, buddy. What are you gonna play?
I'm gonna play a song off the album I'm working on at the moment. It's called "Battle with Myself."
Hey, sounds great. I look forward to it, and it's one that you wrote yourself as well.
Yeah, I write most of my stuff myself. At least most. Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, that's brilliant, Geoff. Hey, take it away whenever you're ready.
All right, thank you. I battle with myself day after day. Someday I swear I'll get along. Time goes slow, and I start to show that I'm really not that strong. I don't go outside without reason to hide. No, you won't see me hanging around. My heart beats fast, and that feeling lasts when my feet hit the ground. I know I'll never win this battle with myself, so how can I love someone else? Feel this doubt day in and out. You only know how to be free. The things you said still stuck in my head. Was it always me? The words I speak, they don't make a noise, but they never did to you. I'm going out of town before I drown. I can't be here untrue. I know I'll never win this battle with myself, so how can I love someone else?
Hey, brilliant, Geoff. Very much enjoyed it. Hey, fantastic stuff. We'll be hearing lots more from Geoff a bit later in the show. For now, here's a song especially from a good friend, Jim. Okay, I was just wondering, in this link I thought we'd talk about songwriting, if that would be okay.
Yep.
And I know that you're a great songwriter, that you enjoy, hey, no worries, that you enjoy writing your own originals. I was just wondering, how long have you been writing songs?
Probably about since 2011, I guess.
All right.
I think they were rubbish for about 2 years or so. Then I started writing stuff that I thought I liked, rather than just words on a page that didn't make much sense.
Oh yeah, you kind of honed your craft type of thing. Well, that's brilliant. And what type of style do you write in? Do you write sometimes in all different styles? Does it tend to have like a particular country or folk tinge to the songs, or?
Well, a lot of my stuff is country and folk music. But I've got a lot of... I like rock music as well, so I've got some more rocky type stuff that I haven't recorded or anything just yet, because I'm busy recording this one. So, I don't know.
Hey, well, sounds great. And have you recorded quite a few different tracks, albums, that sort of thing in the past?
Yeah, I've got a few EPs and albums that I don't really talk about because they're hard to listen to just because of like the quality of them. But I finished an album earlier this year and I'm quite pleased with that.
Hey, that's great. What's that one called?
That's called Love Letters.
All right, hey, sounds great. And does that have like is that country folk? Is that a country folk album?
Yeah, pretty much is. Yeah, got some lap steel in there. Some
Hey,
lead guitar at times.
Hey, that's brilliant. Some lap steel. Did you kind of did you get some friends in to kind of play the other instruments? Is there quite a few different instruments? Is some of the tracks you solo, or do you have like a band with you, or?
They're all different, really. On some there's violin, some there's lap steel, like I said. Some lead guitar, drums on quite a few of them. So yeah.
Hey, that's brilliant. Where would where would people go if they wanted to listen to the album? Can they find some of the tracks online?
Yeah, it's for sale on Bandcamp. I think you just type in Geoff Wilde. It should come up. Yeah, you can stream it on there. You can purchase it on there. I've got a few tracks off the album on YouTube.
Okay.
And like different takes or re-recordings and stuff like that.
And how would people find you on YouTube then? Like, what's your YouTube channel?
I think it's just called Geoff Wilde. So I think if you type it in, hopefully I should come up.
Yeah, that's great. And just for the audience to clarify, it's Geoff spelled it's Geoff. That's right, isn't it? And then Wilde is Wilde.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not Jeff.
No. It could be all kinds of confusion.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's brilliant. And Geoff, I wanted to ask about your kind of process of songwriting, because I suppose different people have different ways of kind of going about it, writing songs. How do you kind of go about writing songs? Do you have a particular method?
I don't have a particular method. I guess I just write stuff when the ideas come to me. Yeah. I mainly write stuff alone because I don't know, it's easier to think, I guess. You know, as many distractions.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm drunk. But
hey, well, very
good.
Good
Country songs written when you're drunk.
Oh yeah. Hey, lots of country songs about drinking as well. Yeah. Hey, so I was just wondering, you were saying that you had some friends who come along and, who have performed with you in the past. I think you said you had some friends playing drums, violin and the lap steel.
Yeah.
How does it go about with the process of kind of composing then? Do you kind of write their parts with them, or do they kind of bring their own parts in? Do they kind of...
a bit of both, really. With drums, sometimes I'll set out like a drum track just so I can play along to it and I'm recording stuff.
Okay.
Then I'll let them do their take on it, or if they want to like copy that, obviously play it more humanistic.
Yeah.
Or just like come up with something different, then I'm pretty easy like that.
Hey, that's great.
Obviously, it's different with violin because I do not know how to play violin. I don't know what I'm looking for in the playing techniques or style, so I just say, yeah, go crazy.
Hey, fair enough. That's that's great. I look forward to listening to some more of your material. We'll be hearing more from Geoff and his terrific music a bit later in the show.
Don't rock the jukebox, play me a country song.
The Country Music Show with Paddy Johnson.
Hello and welcome back to the Country Music Show with me, Paddy Johnson, here with you from 6 till 7 this evening on 96.5 Bolton FM. We're joined by my good friend Geoff, who will shortly be playing us another of his terrific original songs. Geoff, please could you tell us what you're going to perform for us?
I'm going to play another song I've written. It's going to be on the album I'm working on as well. It's called Goodbye, My Friend.
Hey, sounds great. Whenever you're ready, Geoff, I'll look forward to it.
Thank you. Okay. It's a bad time to say I love you. There's someone else on your mind. I gave you all I had, and you threw it right back. I do believe I've wasted my time. I know that this is the end. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. As the rain starts a-falling and I walk the streets alone, I've got no one to see and nowhere to go, and I don't feel safe in my home. Now you don't have to pretend. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. Now I'm drinking in some bar room, thinking about just what you've done. As a tear leaves my eye, I feel like I could die. Is this mine and your goodbye song? I'm on the road and I can't see the bend. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend.
Hey, tremendous, Geoff. It sounded brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for performing for us. We'll be hearing some more marvellous music from Geoff a bit later in the show. Okay, we're here with a special guest, Geoff Wilde. Hello. Geoff, I was just wondering, please could we perhaps ask a few more questions?
Yes.
Thanks very much. I was just wondering, before earlier in the show, you mentioned that you run an open mic night.
Yes,
I was just wondering if you'd like to give that a quick mention.
Yeah, I would. It takes place at the Royal Oak, Plattgate, Blackburn. It starts at 9 o'clock on Wednesdays every week.
Yeah.
If it's not on, then it'll be posted online when it's not. But I've been doing it for about a year now, over a year. And you meet some nice people. Like yourself.
Oh, thanks, Geoff. You too. I remember, because unfortunately I've not been able to make it for a while, but I remember each time that I went, it was a great crowd, great company, and had a brilliant time. Hey, that's great. And I just wondered if you'd like to kind of mention once again your Facebook page or YouTube, Bandcamp, just to remind listeners of where they can find your music online.
So you can find my music page on Facebook, which is just Geoff Wilde. YouTube, same again, Geoff Wilde. Bandcamp, where you can stream and purchase some of the music I've done. I think you just type in Geoff Wilde again. Should be easy enough to find.
Okay, that's great. And Geoff is Geoff,
yep.
and then Wilde is Wilde.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Head over to Geoff's pages and check out his material. It's fantastic. Okay, well, thanks very much for listening into the show. It's by no means finished yet, because we're going to have another fantastic track from a good friend, Geoff. But I just thought I'd like to say, if you fancy listening to some more classic country, please tune in to the next one every Monday from 6 till 7 p.m. here on 96.5 Bolton FM. It's the Country Music Show with me, Paddy Johnson. But stay tuned, because we've got an evening jam-packed with brilliant music yet to come. From 7 till 8, it's the Classical Show. Wonderful stuff with Tony. We've got another marvellous show after that. From 8 till 10, it's the Soul Session with Steve Lucas. And then another spectacular programme from 10 till midnight, the Rock Slot with Ian Smart. Okay, I'd just like to say thanks very much to my good friend Geoff for coming in on the show today, performing for us live on air. And I've had a great chatting with you about country music, finding out we have lots of common artists that we love, and great set of influences, by the way. Fantastic artists, and I very much enjoyed listening to your songs.
Thank you very much.
Hey, no worries, Geoff. Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And I was just wondering, please could you end the hour maybe with another of your original songs?
Yes.
Which what's this one called, Geoff?
This one's called I Guess That I Don't Love You Anymore.
Okay, hey, take it away when you're ready. I'm sure it'd be brilliant.
Thank you. I said that I still love you. You said that I was doomed and haunted by the ghosts in my own head. But you weren't around, nowhere to be found. You closed the door. So I guess that I don't love you anymore. I asked you what was wrong. You said nothing much. I let you carry on with your life. The struggle and the strife. Your love cut like a knife and it feels so low. So I guess that I don't love you anymore. Said that it was over and nothing could be done. I didn't really know what brought it on. All the lies you told, the truth you could not hold anymore. So I guess that I don't love you anymore. I found out you've been cheating with someone you've been meeting. But does he know just what you said to me? You're with some other man, doing all you can, so now I'll go. It's true that I don't love you anymore.
Hey, terrific, Geoff. That was brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for coming on the show. It's been great having you.
Thanks, I've really enjoyed it.
Thanks, Geoff. Me too. It's been a brilliant time. Thanks very much, everyone, for tuning in, and see you next week.